color-coded each section so you can kind of see what's going on with the structure. The first instrument I started out with was this guitar. It's pretty simple. Just very arpeggio kind of based. I'm using this classical nylon guitar, and it's free, by the way. To go with it, I added these plucks from Spitfire. This is also free. Just kind of outlining the chords. Yeah, very simple. The chords, I think I'm only using triads for this song. This song is pretty simple. I'm using only triads for the chords. If you don't know what triads are, they're basically just chords made up of thirds. And yeah, they sounded pretty good with this song, so I didn't really go too crazy with the chords. It's not always about complexity. Sometimes something very simple can go a long way. And then I also added this bass guitar here. It's outlining the chords, but it's also playing a few other notes just for some groove. I've got these synth pads here and strings. On their own, they kind of sound weird, but when you put it in context with the whole song, it just makes it sound so full and so lively. If I take them out, it's alright, but with them, I've got these bells here, just outlining the main melody. And if I'm not mistaken, they're playing the same thing that the bass is playing. Well, kind of. And I've got this piano to kind of support those synthy bells here. This is from Keyzone Classic, which is free. And I'm also using Supermassive, which is also free. Most of this stuff is free, except for the percussion, which we'll get to right now. This is from Damage. These are loops from Heaviosity Damage. But as you can see, I have them in here as WAV files, and I'll tell you why. Because, well, this song is in 3/4, and when I played them as MIDI with the song, some of them kind of sounded a little off. So what I did is I exported them as their own WAV files, and then I can just drag them in here and chop them up and rearrange them to how I see fit. So for example, like right here, I did it here too. And just something very subtle, just add some kind of texture to the song. Okay, so now I'll show you each section. So this first section right here, this blue, just like an intro. Kind of sets the scene. Very melodic. yeah, so that was like the intro, just kind of setting the scene right away. Very lively, very big and full. Next we have this blue section, or this light blue section, I guess you could say. It's pretty similar to this blue section right here, but just kind of toned down a little bit. I really like this section because this piano right here, it's actually playing the same thing as the guitar. I love it. It sounds so full. Just giving that foresty vibe of just very full of life, but also very kind of mysterious in a way. Next up, we have this green section here. I guess you could call this like a chorus, because I do it again here. But yeah, it's just very melodic, very peaceful sounding. The guitars and the bells here are kind of doing this like bouncing off each other with the melody. Yeah, I'm really proud of that part. I'll play them both by themselves. Here's the bells. I guess you could call this the main melody. And the guitars. And if you haven't noticed, we're actually in a different key for 4 bars here. So most of this song is in E minor, but we actually go into E major right here. And then back to E minor. E major. Sounds happy. Now it's emotional. Yeah, I like to add key changes just to kind of mix things up, make things a little more interesting. Speaking of key changes, this next section here, this orange section, it's actually the same as this blue section right here, except I brought it up by 2 semitones, so instead of E, we're in F sharp now. So yeah, key changes are a cool thing to add, just to make things more interesting, because, you know, sometimes, especially with video game music, like sometimes the listener can kind of get bored of hearing the same thing over and over again, but when it's in a different key, like it kind of sounds like a different emotion coming out. Okay, and this green section, it's the same as this. I just added a piano, and I did it twice. And the piano is playing the same thing as the bells. And then this outro sort of section here. This is also the looping point. So the loop starts here and it ends over here, so that I can loop back to there. It's just playing the same thing as this very first section here. Just with a few strings. The strings to end it off. Okay, so now I'm gonna play the entire track from beginning to end. This track is also available on Spotify and all the other platforms. You'll find them in the description. If you found this video somewhat useful, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video, and yeah, enjoy.